Manchester City vs Manchester United 30.4.2012 SelMcKenzie Selzer-McKenzie. Author D.Selzer-McKenzie. My tip: draw. The game expected for a long time finally comes from Manchester between the town rivals. After this duel we could very easily the name of the English master for this season know primarily if the official guests remain unbeaten. Before this derby leading ManU is 3 points on Manchester City Centre in the lead, so that it has to be believed hardly that they will hand in this lead in the last 2 rounds, particularly since they will meet the teams of the table middle which the points do not need. One of the CL candidates, Manchester City Centre, comes onto the leading position only with a victory, but she must want to win also in the other 2 duels, and in these duels plays her outwards against Newcastle United to keep the leadership, as well as at home against QPR, which wages a bitter fight for surviving. The beginning, 30.4.2012, 21. However, the hosts of this meeting should not load themselves with the forthcoming games because need them the victory United about primarily. They then would still more self-confidently go into season finish on the grand pianos of this triumph. Coach Mancini emphasized that their town rivals have a greater chance of the title because they are currently 3 points in the lead and can go in this duel correspondingly much more calmly. However, many think that this statement of Mancini only alibies for the possible failure, in which he believes in the victory of his boys very tightly, particularly since they play again well. ManU was even 8 points in the lead before a couple of rounds, but according to the ManU slips, against Wigan and Overton, while City Centre was crediting victories at the same time, the situation has changed drastically. City Centre would take the leading position with 3 points from this duel after a long time again because it has a better performance from the direct duels. We remember still as a City Centre in the old Stratford Stadium a high 6-1 victory celebrated for us. We still must mention, though, that a 3-2 defeat against United City Centre in the stadium of one's own made money, and to be more precise in the context of the round before the quarter-final of the FA Cup. However, use is much higher this time, so that the hosts must go with a cool head in this duel. They must put an easy pressure on the guests at the same time. Mancini has announced it shall be Balotelli under this, which has served its sentence that it will start with 3 go-getters. The again recovered Richards and Iatolu shall return into the team. With the failures, Mancini does not have any problems. Expected list: City Centre, Hard, Richards, Company, Lescourt, Clichy, Barry, Iatolu, Balotelli, Aguero, Silva, Tevez. In any case, the guests can go in due to the lead, unlike City Centre a little more calmly, to be more precise in this duel of 3 points. They just the same should not play in this derby on a draw, because defeat could them this cost you very easy. Your defence does not play namely lately at all well, and they have in the duel against Overton 4 goals against collected, 2 of this in the game finish, so at the last weekend. We do not expect them to want to open themselves much against excellent offensive players of City Centre on the other side. You probably will have a try this to achieve priority in the midfield, in which they will seek their chance in the fast counter-attacks and interrupting narrownesses. The experienced Scholars and Carrick, as well as the fast wingers, will play Valencia and Nani a large role. Rooney has found his way back in his scorer form, so that he will radiate the greatest danger before the opposing goal this time, too. His storm partner shall be the young Welbeck. In the defence, Raphael shall be replaced by Jones, while this one is not excluded that Sampling gets the priority again recovered opposite Ferdinand. The defender Vidic, the midfield players Fletcher and Anderson, as well as the experienced go-getter Owen, will be cancelled. Expected list: United, Deji, Jones, Ferdinand, Evans, Evra, Valencia, Carrick, Scholars, Nani, Rooney, Welbeck. Since the hosts stay in the running for the title only with a victory, furthermore we are of the opinion that everything that traditionalist Mancini this time according to the principle will play or nothing, which would that the guests get even straight up be the reason. Therefore we think that we will get to see a goal celebration. The case has been exact like it in its last 3 duels in this season.